Hello, everybody. Sarah here. Always think up, always think up, always think up. You know what we do around here. Well, some of you are learning, some of you already know, and some of you are learning. So, if you don't know me, I'm Sarah. I am Sarah Richardson. I love chakras. I love vibrations. I love healing. I love talking to God. And I love talking to all of you about God. It took me a very long time to learn this about myself, guys. So, I'm getting a lot of emails right now, emails on relationships. Hi, Krista. I love you for coming. Um, Getting emails on relationships, conversations, family, careers. Guys, all those things are really, really tough when you don't love yourself, when you don't know what you love about yourself. So, let's start with the family. So, your family is your main people. They've been around forever, right? And then you get to this place in your life where you're frustrated, and then they're frustrated with you, and it seems like everything that you're trying, they're not really sure of, and they're used to how you used to be. So I would start there, guys. So if you have been emailing me about relationships and your career and everything like that, start with your family, start with your home base. They're a really good group of people to get who you are out to. So, maybe some of us are doing some different things. Yay, Chris. Than we did 10 years ago. I know in my family, their world was rocked when I was like, whoa, guys, I experienced a healing and now I'm going to go do healing work. And they're like, all right, Sarah, I'm not sure if this works, but they have love. So, sometimes they would question me about the regular stuff. How much money are you going to make, Sarah? Where are you going to work, Sarah? Then we never heard of this, Sarah. But you have to give that love back. So if you're wanting support and you're wanting encouragement and you're wanting these things, when you're trying to explain to your family, start with your family what you love. Just say, I really don't know what it is, guys, but I love it. That's what I said to them. I really have no idea about any of this, how much I'm going to make, where I'm going to work, or what I'm going to be. I love this stuff, guys. They knew that I had healing in my knee. They knew, what was going on with me. So they understand. They don't really understand, but they understand why you want to move forward. So, guys, this morning I was talking to God. I talk to God a lot. So I was getting a massage, and while I was getting a massage and talking to the girl, I was talking to God. And I like to share messages with you that you guys can get and understand. So, you know, a lot of my messages come with like, I'm in this place and I just know it's not right, or I'm in this relationship and I can just feel it's not right, or maybe I have this relationship and we're far apart and I can just feel it's the best thing I ever had. You do feel that, guys. You all feel that. So that deep knowing, that intuition, that feeling that you feel inside yourself that keeps you motivated and keeps you going. What do you think that is, guys? That is your connection to God. That is where we are connected. That's how he talks to you. So even if it sounds like it's something like so far off the wall, like I went from a barber to a healer, it's real. It's really there. And the people and the things and the places and everything, they come into your life for a reason because you needed that push. You needed to know that. Trust yourself, get grounded. So, people say, Sarah, how do I get grounded? I always am carrying around some kind of rock, guys. Red, wear red, think red, get your feet in the ground, get your feet in the grass. You guys know I'm a chakra girl, and I say, you start from the root up. We were talking about the rainbow yesterday, me and my sisters, and for me now as a chakra girl, the rainbow should always be red to indigo, but they don't show it that way in mainstream media. Get grounded, show some appreciation for the people that are around you. So maybe your relationship, maybe they don't understand where you're going. Maybe at your career, maybe they don't understand. Maybe your family just doesn't really understand. But you can be happy for who you have. You can be happy for what you have. So in this past 10 years of my journey, nobody really understood what I was doing. I didn't even understand it. But that's the time that I used to get really, really appreciative about the things that I had. So a little bit, some of you guys know me, some of you guys don't. I never knew my dad. That always kind of rocked my world. So when I started doing all of this, I just started to get real, real excited about, yeah, I didn't know my dad. However, I had a wonderful dad growing up. He taught me everything that I needed to know to get out here and be strong and be who I am today. So, don't think of the lacks that you have in your life. Think of the abundance that you have in your life. You guys know I'm talking about vibing high, creating abundance, and this is how we do it. uh, get silent and listen to the silence in there. So, when you're silent and thoughts start coming to your head, at first, when you start meditating, you have all kind of crazy thoughts. And then once you really start practicing, then you'll really have thoughts that are for you, and they're mean something for you. They're out there, they want to get you focused. They want to get you where you're supposed to be. So, meditation is trying to help you get where you're supposed to be. It's not just like this really peaceful time where you just nothing. You do nothing, but then you start to get messages and you start to get things from God, guys. So meditate. That's of God. So I had an email earlier this week about meditation, and that's not of God. Guys, read the Bible. It's in there. It's all in there. God talks about meditating all the time. So, if you want to email me about how I'm wrong, please do. I'm down to hear it. But I study the Bible. I have Bible study groups. I'm in this to win this with the Lord, so please don't tell me that it's not in there, because I could get my Bible out right now and I could probably show you about 10 different times that God's telling you to meditate. Manifestations, these are real, guys. So I've been telling you guys, I've been manifesting like the life of my dreams. I have been. In the midst of that, manifesting the life of my dreams, I have lost people that I wanted to be in the life of my dreams. That made me really sad. That gets you a little off the kicker for a minute, but then you got to come back and you got to realize that, the people that you lost, they weren't supposed to be there. They had another thing that they were doing. Guys, we're all humans. So when you're getting mad at your family, when you're getting mad at your spouses or whoever you like, or your job or whatever, you really have to take a step back and be silent and realize, holy crap, these people that I'm getting so mad about, they're just human, just like me. We all make mistakes, guys. We all go out there, we mess up. I sometimes get caught in traffic and I'll catch myself hogging on the horn and saying a cuss word or something like that. That person in front of me probably wouldn't believe that I practice peace, but I do. I really do. So I fall off. The people that have taught me, they fall off sometimes. So, that's my ultimate goal, to be where you could cut me off, cuss me out, whatever. And I'm just like, I love you. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I really do try. Take a step back sometimes. Look at the bigger picture. Look how far you made it from where you were to where you are. I had to do this many times, and I will many times going forward. So, sometimes when I felt like I wasn't really getting anywhere, and I was paying for all these classes, and I was taking all this time out of my life, I was getting a little frustrated. But then, I would always plug in with somebody that says, oh my gosh, Sarah, you're so different now. How you, talk in the barber chair, how things that affect you don't really seem like they affect you as bad as they did before. And this is my favorite one, guys. So if you're in it and you can't figure it out, and this work and this family and these relationships, and then it's time to be silly. So people say, you haven't got to be crazy, Sarah. No, I mean, yeah, maybe, but you have to be silly. So they say, what do you do, Sarah, to be silly? I play with my sister. We do our toenails. We jump on the bed with our kids. We make our house into a safari. We look for lions. I live in Western Pennsylvania. There are no lions here. Have fun. Go play with the kids. If you don't have any kids, go pick up someone's kids, because when you get so serious about life sometimes, and you're just trying, and it's not working. You guys know me. I call that the doo-doo. You're in the doo-doo. Stop. Take a step out of the doo-doo. Go and have some fun. I love all these things that I love, and I have to know that everything isn't for everyone. So, some people might get on my videos and be like, oh, this girl's talking about God. That's not for me. Well, see you later. Hope they're talking about something way cooler on another station. I love my coffee. My coffee cup today says, set yourself free. And that's what I think that I want to help you guys do. All the people that email me and message me, I think you guys are wonderful. When you share my post, and whether you knew me before, you didn't know me now, if you're vibing at my same vibration, I think that you're amazing. If you're not at my vibration, I still think you're amazing. We don't think that we're amazing enough sometimes, so I'm a big vibration girl. Thank you for the love. My thoughts join a powerful swirling vortex of attraction. So people say, Sarah, why do you do this? Because I want everyone to be vibrating good. In the same way that the law of attraction is responding to thoughts, words, and actions that you are offering here in your physical reality, the law of attraction is always responding powerfully to your vibrational reality as well. When the law of attraction, the universal manager of all vibrations, responds to the clarity of vibration offered by your expanding inner being, the result is powerful swirling vortex of attraction. So, what does that mean to me, guys? All right, so I told you guys, I was praying for things and I was getting them. And then I would get them and be like, I'm not sure about this. Well, because when you pray for things, you're going to get them. I guarantee you. But you're going to get them at the vibration that you vibrate at. So, you can't sit down in your quiet little space and write out all your prayers about how amazing it's going to be. And then get up and start yelling at your mom, yelling at your kids, yelling at your spouse, be mad about your job. Because when you start to do all that, you're going to get your wish, guys. You're going to get your prayer. You're going to get your dream. But you're going to get it in that vibration. So you're in the doo-doo. So don't let people take you in the doo-doo. Take a step out of the doo-doo. Take a step back from all of the stuff. Some people really don't like my emails because I'll tell them, if you don't like that job, you quit that job. If you're in that relationship and that person's supposed to be your friend and they're not really like feeling very friendly, just take a step back. You don't have to hate it. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be mad. The whole point is to get you into something that you love. So when things would go wrong with me and I was trying to communicate things and make things better and they weren't happening, I would grab my baby and we would go do something fun. And it works every time. And then whoever's vibrating on those same vibrational levels as you, they just start plugging in. They just start messaging you like, hey girl, I love what you said the other day. I've been writing for a really long time. And when I raised my vibes and everyone's like, oh, really? I love that. Can I share that with everybody I know? Yes, we're vibing, man. This isn't about manipulating people. This isn't about, manipulating. You're the creator of your life. You're the creator of your life. So you have everything that you need to skyrocket yourself, or God can let you sit in the doo-doo all day long if you want to sit in the doo-doo all day long. I wouldn't sit there all day long. Meditate. Me, I'm a chakra girl. So you get your chakras all in line and you get them all balanced. There's a bunch of really cool YouTube meditations for all of this. Get your chakras balanced. Then you'll know what it feels like to feel balanced. I share a lot of things about chakras. I share a lot of things about the vibrational frequencies that I tap into and tune on to. Abraham Hicks is one of my faves ever. It's real, guys. There's something to all this. I love your shirt. People need people. Yes. People need other people. This is my sister's shirt. And I love my sister, and she'll probably be like, get my shirt. But people do need other people. So, while you're going through this, don't ever be ashamed to reach out to me. I have a lot of really good friends. Look on my friends, see if they're sharing something that you enjoy or something that you like. Learn from one another, guys. I made this big group of all of you friends, so you guys can come around and be friends. We have a lot of people that are really sad, and I hate to see people sad. I hate to see people go into jobs that they don't like at all. I hate to see that their job affects their relationships at home. Yes, Mark. Thank you, Mark, for stopping in. So the reason why I do this stuff is because it bothers me. It bothers me to get an email from a stranger that I don't even know that says, every day whenever I go into work, I hate my job. Find out what you love. Figure out what you love. And sometimes you have to do it in your spare time. Sometimes you get this much time to figure out what you love. But I'll tell you what, guys, it's worth it. Don't go to sleep. Take that time, because over the years of me learning and plugging into those times where I just had 1 minute to do what I loved and I was absolutely going to do it. Seemed really silly to some people right then. However, now looking 10 years back at what I was doing, it all meant something. I was in a job that had me mentally just not really with it because I'm a seer and because I'm a feeler of things. I prayed for this job and I was in it and my mind was just spun around. And those were the times where I was doing the most videos for Always Think Up, because this is what I love. So I would be all spinned around, and I wouldn't be able to ground myself, and then I would come to tell you guys that it's all right to feel spinned around, and then I'd feel better. Um, if you guys would care as much about these relationships and these careers, finding you a boo thing and finding you a job as you did yourselves, we would have an amazing world. I wouldn't even have to make these videos because I want you guys to fall in love with yourself. So I get a lot of emails. Sarah, are you single? Are you this? Are you that? I'm not looking, guys. I'm not looking. I'm very happy where I'm at. I'm in love with myself. I'm in love with my family. I'm in love with my career choices that I picked. A feeler of things. Yes, I'm a feeler. I don't, I added all my empath friends on here, and I try to stay away from that word, because I think as soon as I say empath, they're like, whoo, let me get her. So a good friend of mine, I love you, Kelly, taught me to say seer and feeler of things. And I just love that about her. That's what I mean, guys. I wouldn't be me if it wasn't for the people that came into my life. Amen. I did fall back in love with myself. And yes, yes, Krista. And I can tell when I'm reading your posts. I can tell when we're interacting with one another. I can tell who loves themselves and who just really genuinely can't get a grasp. It's normal. It's normal to not know what you love. Sometimes we're working so hard to pay the bills and do the things that we have to do in our lives. Yes, yes. I love my career. I love my friends. And now I'm starting to love my love. So, guys, everyone does it different. So I've had girlfriends that have been in love since, the beginning of time. All the while I've been focused on my career. They would go in their ups and downs, just like I would go in my ups and downs in my career. Everybody would think maybe right now that I'm like the best lover in the world. Well, no, ask them. And I have a hard time. I have a hard time sharing what I really love with people. And so that's why I tell you guys, you do have a deep knowing, and don't be afraid to share it, because what's the worst that's going to happen? That person won't be around. So, when you share yourself, it's kind of like a simple way to like weed and seed the garden. So, when you're out here and you're saying, I love chakras. So I've said I love chakras to a lot of people. I love energy work. I love body work. My sister just threw me in for a massage today. I freaking love her guts. I love body work. So then I'll meet people and they'll say, oh, well, that's voodoo. Oh, well, that's not of God. Well, guess what? I already argued that for 10 years. I'm not going to argue it anymore. And I would rather not be around people that think that what I do is anything but of God. So I had to do a big cut, and I had to cut a lot of people out of my life that, were banging me down, making me feel like what I love is not right. That was a hard thing to do. I had to get rid of some really great people in that swoop. Um, but hey, if you're not with me, then you're bringing me down. You know, um, I tell people about their chakras. I tell people, to wear certain colors and do this, and you know, I don't know why God wants me to help you guys heal. I don't know why He sent me on this mission to learn all these really fun, crazy things to teach you. Um, but I'm being silly with it, and I'm sending love. So, every day I have a lot of body workers that are on my page. And so some of us have the Reiki 2 level, and I think it's wonderful. It teaches you a lot of things. But for all of you that aren't into energy work and aren't into these things, Reiki 2 to me is distant prayer, just sending love. So, if you hear somebody in your family from another place, or the tsunami that just happened with the earthquakes and all of these things, um, the Indians, they're tearing up the Indians. So, we just send love. So I have a group of friends and we pray for those areas. You don't have to say a specific thing. If you see me or my friend share something, just send that area some love. Send them people some love. Especially send them babies some love. These babies, they don't have any idea what's going on in this crazy world right now. They're just living this life like, woo, yeah, it's all great. And they're going through some things out here, guys. So when you maybe share the sign behind you, what color do you see? For me, friend, pairs are great. It's the law of attraction. Yes, Mark, I study the laws of attraction. So the sign behind me, it's backwards because I'm doing like a selfie position, I guess. But it says life is good at the beach. And I really, really, really love the beach. Um, One of my fellow creators, we didn't even really know each other very long. And he's like, Sarah, I got to come over. I got a present for you. I'm like, you got me a present? He's like, yes. And so he comes over and he pops this out. And I'm like, you don't even barely know me. How do you know I love that? He said, Sarah, it's easy to figure out somebody if you're checking them out sometimes. So thank you, Vaughn, for the love. I love all you guys. What color do you see for me, my friend? So, Mark, I don't know what you're going through, but every color means a different thing. So, from the bottom, that's your base. If you're not feeling grounded to your purpose, if you're not feeling connected to the earth and the people around you, red is what you need. Roots, you need to get some roots into the ground, and that'll make you feel better. Um, and it goes Roy G. Biv going up. Look up chakras, Chakras. Check them out. They can be too open, they can be too closed, they can be too open and closed at the same time. You'll know once you start reading about them where you're off in an area, but don't let it trick you because every day, every minute, every movement is ever changing. So we're always changing. We don't just get stuck in a space where we're just stuck there. Unless you've been there for a really long time, you're always moving and you're always changing. Colors help me, bright colors, or sometimes when I need to take a break from colors, I just wear black. There's no perfectly right way to do this all. Um, if you're always thinking up, you're doing something for yourself. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Inside of yourself what's right and wrong for you. Know by the way your body feels. You can manifest anything you want. You just want to vibe high. So whenever you get it, you catch it up at the top, not down low at the bottom. And be silly. Send love. Be silly and send love. So that's my thing. If you guys know anybody that needs this message today, please share. Feel free to share. Any emails that you would like to send, any questions that you have, send them to me, thinkupalways@gmail.com. You guys can find me on Facebook. I'm always trying to learn more and get on there. Got to go. The data zap chat on Facebook, if you don't mind. Okay, I don't know what that means. The data zap chat on Facebook, if you don't mind. You can message me. You can email me, Mark. You can anything you want. I do body work. I do readings. I like to be connected to God. So if you have a question that you want to know from God, get a hold of me. You already know, but some people feel like they just need that extra nudge. If you're looking for any body work, please get a hold of me. If you're not in my area, I will find you someone in your area to get work done. Treat yourself good. Love your body. Fall in love with your life. Fall in love with your mind. The thoughts that you think. It's so important, guys. It is so important. Oh, well, thank you, Mark. I really appreciate you. I don't know why I do this. Somebody said, who's telling you what to say, God? Where did you come up with this idea? I didn't. If you guys could see how cool, turn your notifications on so you know when I'm going live, like Chris. Word up, Chris. I love it, love it. We need to get you back over here for another session. So, guys, I'm really, really loving this. I'm loving the love. I'm loving sharing this with all of you. I held this all in for a long time and I got frustrated with my family. I got frustrated with my job. I got frustrated with my relationships because I didn't love myself. It wasn't their fault. Quit being mean to the people that are around you because it's not their fault that you're not embracing your whole self. It's your fault. My sister would say all the time, quit blaming yourself, Sarah. Well, you have to blame yourself sometimes because it's not everyone else's fault. If you're not loving your life, if you're not loving what you're doing, if you're not loving the title that you stand for when you shake somebody's hand, my friend Vaughn who got me this, I remember one of the first things he asked me was, what do you do? Yes, after all fattened up from all the food, Chris. Yep, we're on and popping. You just let me know. Vaughn asked me, what do you do, Sarah? And I said, I don't know, a little bit of everything. And to me, that question was so uncomfortable, but that meant something because I really needed to define who I was. I really needed to define what it was I was doing. My friend had me on a radio show and they were like, well, what do you do? And I'm like, ugh, everything. I don't know. Oh, shoot. When you know what you do, when you know what you love, then you can promote that to people. Then you can tell them, this isn't about selling this to you all. This is healing. So either you want it or you don't. This is God. It's free. He's there. You know, I, I don't know. It made my life so good that I have to share it with you. I wasn't always this girl. I never used to think that God saw me. I would go through things and I would feel really alone. And I don't want you guys to feel alone. You're not alone out here. You're very, very, very supported and surrounded. Well, I love all of you. Thank you so much for your interactions. Thank you so much for your emails. I really, really, really love it all. I'm off to class because I've never stopped learning. So I'm in another class to get another state license because here we go again. And if you want to know about it, you can know about it. I don't care. I love you guys. I love all of you. I love all your interactions. And I really hope that today, my hope for you today is that you will be out here thinking up, thinking better things. You're welcome, Dave. So if you can get your mind thinking better things, I'll do another video just about attract abundance. Attract abundance. Look up. We have Google, guys. Look up on Google ways to attract abundance. There's a million ways. Listen to your favorite song. I like to do my toenails. I like to wear pink pants sometimes. I love to wear shells. I, love to take my sister's warm sweatshirt when it's a little bit cold outside. I love to get body work. I love to talk to my friends. I love to make vision boards. I'm actually supposed to get a picture of my vision board and post it, and I keep forgetting. I got the vibrational frequencies on right now, 639 hertz, enhance positive energy. So I'm always doing those things. And even bigger than that, I'm always doing those things for me. And now I'm always doing those things for my baby. So we stay pretty busy. If I don't get right away to your messages, that's because I'm busy loving myself, loving my baby, loving my life. Some people think, is this you for real? It took you a little bit to answer back. Yep, I'm the only one that answers my messages, guys. It's just me out here. I just want you to fall in love with yourselves. I want you to vibe high, and I want you to know we're all connected. And I want you to know God's giving me all this stuff, guys. All right, well, I love you all. I hope you have a happy Tuesday. It's cold here, but the sun's out. So I'm going to get some studying in. My baby's taking a nap, and we're going to get ready, and we're going to get this day started. All right, guys. One love. Mwah.